Today, I want to talk about the difference between rich thinking and poor thinking, or abundance versus scarcity. To me, it's not really about how much you make. It's about a state of mind, right? Because people can get bankrupt and go broke, but still have a rich mentality. And people can have loads of money, but still have a poor mentality. For example, I have a friend who is very, very risky. He doesn't give a fuck. And he makes tons of money, but he loses tons of money, but he's having a blast throughout life. And he lives free and completely happy. Well, I have another friend who's probably richer than my other friend who's risky. He has a lot of fucking money, but he's afraid to spend it. And he's afraid to live. And all he does is stay at home all fucking day. And I guess he finds joy penny pinching everything. But he's also afraid of splurging. Or not even splurging, but spending on normal things that he could completely afford. So his mentality is poor because he's afraid of the world. And when you live in fear, you're still living in a jail cell. You're not living free, and you're not living relaxed and calm. You're full of anxiety. And no matter how much money you make, you're making money not because of the joys of the project you're into or whatever. You're making money because you're afraid of being broke. And to me, rich thinking, poor thinking, again, is not about making money or how rich you are. It's about having the mindset, the free mindset to say, you know what? There's so much money to go around. We can all collab, we can share. Or you could be the poor thinker that's like, nah, like there's not enough money to go around. I'm going to take it all. I'm scared. You know, this is a fucking scarce world and dog eat dog. So I belong to the school of thought who's more abundant. There's plenty of people. There's plenty of people to date. There's plenty of money. There's plenty of opportunity. There's plenty of businesses. There's chances. There's choices. There's a lot of things going on. I see the world as really big. There's billions and billions of human beings and interactions and opportunities and lifestyles. There's so much to do. And other people belong to the school of thought of scarcity. There's not enough. There's not enough jobs. There's not enough chances. There's not enough opportunity. There's not enough space for me. There's not enough land. There's not enough this. There's not enough chances, luck, whatever it takes. It's just not enough. And this is really the difference between the two schools of thought, right? Like one feels that there's plenty of everything, and the other one feels like there's nothing ever. There's just not enough ever. It's the glass half empty versus the glass fucking full and overfilling. So, or is it the glass just empty of anything? And for me, it's difficult to be around people with a poor mindset because it just doesn't work out in my reality, in my world. In order for me to become successful, I need to be around people who are an abundant mentality, who are rich thinkers, in my opinion, because we just vibe together and we want to keep growing together and we want to share ideas. And, you know, the mentality in there is more relaxing. It's more happier. It's like more carefree. And people with a scarce mentality, they're afraid of their ideas to be being stolen by you know, like people taking their job. And if someone's successful, that's like, I'm less successful because this person is successful. And it creates a hater in everybody. So it's really important that in this program, anyone that's taking 90 Days to Freedom, that they focus on cultivating an abundant mentality. Even if your situation specifically might not be that right now, I want to let you know that there is a world of abundance. You just got to go there. Right? Just like how our parents came to the United States because wherever they were at, they didn't feel like it was working for them. So they just had to move. And this is the same for you guys too, even within states. Like if you're from a different state, you're like, well, it's not working for me here. There's not enough here. Why should I stay here? I'm going to go to either a bigger city where there's more jobs or whatever. I'm going to relocate. Some people, they stay in that area that's scarce, but they don't want to do anything about it or move anywhere. So this is really important. where we cultivate this mindset of abundance, so that with abundance and with the feeling of I have a lot, there's so much water, there's so much air, there's so much for everyone. It creates this feeling of calmness. It actually helps with your anxiety. It helps with all that feeling of, oh, I gotta fucking survive, or I gotta kill this person to get, ahead in life, or whatever. Not literally kill, but you know what I mean, like step on people. And for me, I don't ever want to do business that way. I don't ever want to get ahead in life that way. And I don't think that you have to. And other people that do believe that, well, fuck them, because that's not our school of thought. So what I want you to do today is draw a T-chart, meaning make a straight line on a piece of paper, and then right here, and then you can write down your abundant mentality and your scarce mentality, right? And then write down like the belief system that you have that is abundant, and in the belief system that you have that might be poor or scarce, because we both have both, right? We might say, oh, there's plenty of people to date. That's abundant. Or some of us might be like, there's no good men left, or there's all the girls suck, right? So with that mentality, of course, you're gonna already think that there's no dating potential around, right? So you want to recognize all the things in your mind that are scarce, and we want to try and convince ourselves and rewrite that story in your head. If you think like there's not enough jobs in, your field of what you're studying, well, first of all, why the fuck are you there if you're studying that? But it's also important to think about how you can increase your chances if it's scarce. So instead of being defeated by what you think your reality is or what you think your situation is, we have to change that. But unless we figure it out, so just write all that stuff down, you got to figure out what are those things that you feel are scarce. And then if you have things that you feel are abundant, that's awesome. Now we recognize that you do feel like, yo, there's plenty of jobs in my industry. I can travel the world. Like, for example, people choose nursing because it's one of the highest demanding jobs, and they want to try living in different cities, and they know that they'll always have job security. So they're like, yo, I'm going to get that field because I want to live in Houston, Texas for a little bit, and then I want to move to Florida a little bit, and then I'm going to move to New York a little bit and travel the fucking world. So that might be in their game plan, and it all works out because, hey, in that field, there's an abundant jobs, right? In other fields, it might be objectively scarce. It might be like, hey man, not a lot of people can be dolphin trainers, right? Like, that's a very low probability. You can't just imagine that to be abundant, but you can increase your chances by being the best dolphin trainer, by being the most highly sought after. Now, every single person with a dolphin wants you to fucking train their damn dolphin, right? So you increase your personal chances by figuring out what areas are scarce, and then you have to go through that list and seeing, is that really scarce? Like, objectively, is it scarce, or is it something that I just imagined? Are we going to look at facts and say, like, okay, statistics states that there's only this many jobs available for fucking dolphin training? Okay, then objectively, yes, facts states that there isn't that many jobs. Versus someone that goes, well, I assume that there's no jobs in TV and film because, it's entertainment. Like, you just can't make money on entertainment. A lot of people say that, but there's hundreds of thousands of positions in TV and film, right? Like, there's plenty of fucking jobs there. Maybe not in Michigan or like Kansas, but if you go to Hollywood, the whole fucking city's built on entertainment. So you might have to go to a place that has abundance toward the things that you want. So go ahead and write that list and figure out all the beliefs that you have that are scarce and abundant.